Elizabeth. Elizabeth was an American social activist abolitionist. She was also the leading figure of early women's rights movements. She addressed rights beyond voting rights such as parental and custody, property, employment and income rights, divorce laws, economic health of the family, and birth control rights. She was a supporter of the 19th century temperance movement. Elizabeth and Susan B. Anthony both declined to support the passage of the 14th and 15th Amendments. Elizabeth opposed giving added legal protection and voting rights to African American men, while continuing to deny women, black and white, the same rights.
After all you put me through, you think I despise you. But in the end, I want to thank you, because you made me that much.
Amelia. After graduating from Hyde Park High School in 1915, she became a nurse's aide in the military base in Canada for World War I. In April of 1928, she was asked to fly the Atlantic Ocean. From that flight onward, her life revolved around flying. In 1937, as she neared 40, she wanted to do one last final challenge as a monumental, to fly around the world, alone. Unfortunately, Amelia crashed sometime during the last leg of her flight. On July 19th of the same year, the government called off the search for her. She was never found. The next year, a lighthouse was built for her legacy and memory to live on. Helen. When she was 18 months old, she came down with a sickness leaving her blind and deaf. When she was 6, she could tell some words that she was spelling by the feel of her hands. After the new discovery, she began to learn very rapidly. Then, after just 2 years, she could read and write in Braille. Eventually, she learned to talk by putting her hands on her neck and feeling the vibrations she was making when she talked. Go ahead, try it. Yes, I know. There's a very long pause right here. Just bear it.
Tommy said, 'cause I've had enough. You were there by my side, always down for the ride. But your ride just came down in flames.
Sacagawea. Sacagawea was a guide for the Lewis and Clark expedition. Sacagawea was 16 when her and her husband joined the group. She gave birth to her first child while on the journey. She died shortly after giving birth to her second child in 1884. Sadly, she was not identified until 23 years later in 1907. And again, a long, long pause.
Flames 'cause your greed sold me out of shame. Now the role of the stealing and cheating, you probably think that I always am it for you. But no, you're wrong.
Clara. Clara was the youngest of 5 children. At the age of 15, she was so well-spoken that she became a teacher. In 1853, she started the first free school in New Jersey. She later stopped teaching and began to work in the patent office in Washington, D.C. That job died in 1861 when the Civil War broke out. At age 56, she started a new career in the Red Cross in which she started. She quit on June 16, 1904, due to her health conditions. Pause. This has been a Love Cody Productions. I do not take credit for any information shown today. All credit goes to the rightful owners. I only own this picture of me. Rawr!